is what made you really want to start Wonsulting? What made you really want to start the career path that you're currently on and that the trajectory that you're trying to do?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So actually, when I was at UCR, I was applying to the Big Four, going to the big banks. I actually flew out to Goldman Sachs twice, didn't get the offer, didn't get any offers from Big Four, unfortunately. And that was kind of my company that I wanted to work for.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like, is it because of the school I attend? Was it just because I was late to the game? When in reality, you can literally find these different opportunities just by using LinkedIn. And so that's why for every job, so Snap, I utilized LinkedIn Message to get that job. For LinkedIn content creation, I got Google. And then for LinkedIn personal branding, I got Cisco, right? So basically, bridging the gap between these top students from non-target / non-traditional backgrounds and then helping them get into their dream companies is just super important. And the things that I love to teach literally aren't rocket science. Like the stuff I just told you, like you don't even need LinkedIn Premium for it.
Yeah.
Right.
So the thing is, if you're able to provide that information and value to students and professionals, and they're able to see like, man, like this is so easy to do, then more people are gonna be like, okay, I can turn from like an underdog into a winner. So basically that's kind of how everything started. And so just from like my story of rejections, not getting into these companies, at the end of the day, I was able to just by utilizing LinkedIn and creating content and the personal branding as well.
Okay. And then obviously now Wonsulting, you said like what is it 2 years or 1 year?
It's
now?
1 year.
1 year fact. Like
Yeah, just literally 1 year, because it started January 20, which is my birthday, on 2019. So
Okay, so it's been 1 year. Obviously you've had a lot of progression with it. What has been kind of a learning curve that you've noticed when it comes to Wonsulting, and how you've kind of adjusted your practice necessarily, or things you've added on to what you're currently doing?
yeah, so what's really been interesting is thinking of the model specifically with skilling it out. So at first I was just doing like, it was just an idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
When I was starting it in 2019. I was just doing workshops, so I was like, I might as well just name it something. And then what I did was mixed winning with consulting. But then Wonsulting would sound like insulting. So I said Wonsulting, right? So, and plus my nickname is Wonton John, so I was like Wonton Consulting.
So I figured again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Merge it again. I usually tell people the winning in consulting, but like people are like, what the hell is Wonton?
So you're like,
But yeah, but basically like, yeah, but it's been interesting. So basically I was trying to think of the different ways of how we get clients. So now, like for example, I actually didn't, like when I was charging people, I would charge super low. And so like I realized that it's not like, if you charge super low and you're putting like, let's say 10 hours of work and you're only getting paid $50, then that doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
So for example, what I try to do is do a life cycle. I call life cycle, I learned at Cisco. We talk about customer life cycles and different things. So we basically revise resumes, then we do a LinkedIn strategy like the one I just told you
Right.
for that client. And then we prep them for interviews, and then we connect them to job opportunities. So basically at the end of the day, when you're going through Wonsulting, you'll be able to get a job, because that's the main point,
Yeah.
right? If you're going through it, right? So I've been focusing more so on that side for our clients, and then the other side is speaking engagements. It's been really interesting because before I would always reach out to people, be like, yo, I'll do a workshop for you for free. But now, since it's grown the personal brand on LinkedIn, I literally barely do any reach outs. Like most of them are like, honestly, like probably 2% I reach out, like 98% usually the organization or university reaches out. So, but it's all just by creating that brand on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
So you can literally find clients. There's actually so many different strategies you can use to find clients and speak engagements as well on LinkedIn. It's incredible to say the least.
Nice.
And you've done like certain engagements and workshops internationally and stuff too, right? Like in Turkey, and was it Turkey?
Oh, it was in Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, my bad. Jordan and Canada.
Jordan, Canada. Literally, I'm actually going to New York in 2 weeks, and then Michigan. Yeah, I go back to SoCal all the time. In Texas too as well. Yeah, I did a lot of different places. So, but yeah, the one from Jordan was really interesting. That came from literally LinkedIn. I thought it was a scam at first, because I was like, man, Jordan, they're gonna fly out to Jordan. And then yeah, basically I flew out there. It was in 2018. It was actually when I was working at Snap, but I transitioned to Google. But yeah, I basically talked about kind of the future of work basically there, and it was really interesting. There was like 300 people, and it's I love traveling internationally for sure.